Oh yes, happy Valentine's Day. Indeed, the 14th of Feb. It's all about love today, Tjaart.
It is indeed all about love, isn't it?
About the love. And they say the way to someone's stomach, no, the way to someone's heart. Okay, because no one wants to find themselves in
Love's
someone's
getting you
stomach.
today, huh?
But love is definitely smacking me here. But the way to someone's heart is really often through food and through the stomach. This is true, we know.
Absolutely.
Right? We all love a delicious, tasty, and sometimes a meal with a bit of a twist, especially on Valentine's Day. And so what we've decided to do here is we're deciding to come together with a effortless, good food that can pull at the heartstrings. And on Wednesday, we asked you at home if you were planning on whipping something up in the kitchen for your special loved one, and if you have any questions that you'd like to ask our panel of experts, we asked you to send in any of those questions. We're joined this morning by Chef Tjaart to help you out with just that. I've got a question for you, and this is a sweet one. It's from Rick Robertson. He says, I want to surprise my wife with an apple and pear tart, as these are now in season. Do you have any recipes I can use or advice you can share?
Well, I mean, firstly, wonderful seasonal things. I mean, you can think of, you know, sort of apples that got a lovely crisp sort of sharpness, but lovely sort of sweetness to it as well.
Yeah.
So you can start thinking of pies, you can start thinking of crumbles. Yeah. But I mean, one of the most classic and iconic French pastries out there is tart tatin.
Oh,
and that's
say it again, sir.
Tart tatin.
Tart tatin. Sounds like a song rolling off your tongue. What exactly? That sounds really fancy.
Tart tatin basically is a caramel which we got going on here, and a dark caramel. I love it. The darker the better.
Love that.
And then some seasonal fruit, pears, and apples, and that's it. So they've all been prepped for us.
Okay.
And then, so what you want to do is make your actual caramel. So sugar and water.
Okay.
And what you allow, you bring it up to a boil, and you caramelize it.
Okay. All right.
Now, if you look at the tart here, it's quite light.
Are you
if you look what
using
I'm going to do, because I had it on here and I'm talking too much. And if you look at that, I mean, how gorgeous is that dark colour? Now, I really believe, push it. I mean, smell that. It's dark,
the aroma
decadent.
is pulling through. I love it.
Absolutely.
Living for it.
And I mean, if you want that tart tatin, a classic, iconic tart tatin, it's going to be dark. It's going to have this bitter note to it.
And you have to do it properly as well. You have to go all the way.
Absolutely.
All the way. Okay.
So, in terms of to finish this off here, butter, cold butter, in small batches. Okay. Because you don't want to drop the sugar temperature too much. Okay. Because then what happens is that you might get, you know, sort of the sugar caramelizing. So bit by bit, and you want to infuse that together.
You want to phase yourself.
Absolutely. So that into there, and again, let's put another little knob of butter in here as well. And then to that, a little bit of vanilla extract or vanilla essence.
Love it, for the flavour.
Someone one day is going to grow another ear with vanilla essence, but anyway, hey-ho. And then some wonderful spices. Cinnamon, and then a little bit of, what are these now? Cardamom. Cardamom. Oh, I love a little cardamom.
In there. Well, listen,
pop that into there.
If you want to get your hands on this recipe, and this sounds like the recipe you want to get on your phone, SMS TART to 33728. That's TART to 33728. We'll send you an SMS directly to your phone with a list of all these ingredients and the step-by-step guide on how to get this going in your own home.
And then lastly, I'm just putting a little splash of brandy, or you could do something like Calvados as well, which is the pear liqueur. And that's it. So this is this wonderful, you know, caramel. I mean, just look at that colour. That colour is gorgeous.
I want to drink it.
Oh, you could almost, but I mean, you sort of, you can imagine this. I mean, it's probably sitting at 180 degrees, so be warned on that.
Yes.
Right, up to you. Do you want to play something, or do you just want to chuck it all in?
Okay, should we just chuck it all in there?
No, in there, in the pie dish.
Okay, cool.
So if you really want to be, you can go and, you know, put them out, la 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 la. You can do a little heart shape, you know, whatever you want to do. Hey, you could even do your sort of, you know, the initial of your loved one as well. How's that?
How's that for being impressive? Okay, some apples there as well?
Right. Chuck them in, absolutely. So it's all mixed. This is what I love about that. And let's just sort of mix it around a little bit. Around, there you go. Okay. All right, and then taking that gorgeous caramel that we've made. Oh, this is quite dark.
We're going to have to do something with that cinnamon stick. Well,
just take that out, and then
sealing it at the end.
And then all we need to do now is taking that. Oh, there we go. I know it's dark, but I mean dark, but you'd be amazed. You think it's burning, it's not. You want this dark, decadent.
But your fruit is probably sucking in all of this decadence.
Well, that's what it's going to do when it actually bakes now. And then taking your puff pastry. Yeah. Okay. And all you need to do then is taking that, keep it nice and cold as well. Yeah. Pop that straight onto the top and just crimp it.
Some finger work coming in
around there. Absolutely. Pop that into there. Don't forget a little piercing on the top.
What's this for again?
Because that allows the steam to evaporate. Otherwise, what you end up with is a soggy pastry, which you don't want to do.
Love it.
Pop that into an oven, 180 degrees. Yes. Bake it. It is lovely and golden. Out it comes, allow it to cool. Very important that it cools.
Yeah.
And then what you need to be doing is taking that with a board and a plate, and then you top it over.
Yeah.
It's actually, the name is a very famous hotel that was, they say the name is from, or the Tjaart sisters, the clumsy sisters.
Okay.
When they actually try to take it out the oven, it fell over.
Oh.
Hence its name, Tjaart.
Which hopefully doesn't happen when you try and make this at home.
Not at all.
Once again, the keyword is Tjaart to 33728. SMS Tjaart to 33728 will send you an SMS with a link to the recipe. And in there, you'll also have a list of all ingredients. This is fantastic. I'm going to be trying it out a little bit later on.
Oh, yes, indeed.
And hopefully you have found your way to my heart, Tjaart.
There you go. What do you like?
Well done, good man.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, big work, big work. South African films going out there and telling stories in the most beautiful way. Well, it's time for us to bring it back to the kitchen. Welcome back to the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Sing! Oh, yes, everyone is at work this morning. We're answering all of your burning questions, your culinary questions from our Facebook page. In light of Valentine's Day, we're helping you out with all of your culinary conundrums. Tjaart is still here, Chef Tjaart, one of my faves. I've got a question here from Sipe Sihle Baz, okay, or BZ. He says, I'd like to know how to bake the best pies with a genuine taste. Getting a recipe will be more helpful. He wants a recipe for a really delicious pie.
So there's a couple of things that are really important that make a pie. So what makes a pie? You got your pastry.
Yes.
So making sure you bring your pastry quickly together. Obviously depends on the style of pastry as well.
Okay.
Again, making sure even things like your pastry has salt in it. Not because you want to taste saltiness, but because salt actually brings a flavour of the flour through it. Same with like bread baking or even cake baking.
Okay.
A little bit of salt really makes a difference.
What type of pastry would you need then? You say there's different types of pastries?
So it depends on what type your there. I mean, you got something like a suet pastry if you want, obviously using animal fat there. You got a short crust pastry, which is just a very simple version of this, but this is sweet, so we've added sugar to this.
Nice.
You got a puff pastry that you can do. So there's lots of different variations. There's lots of different interpretations. So it all is very much about the style of the outcome that you finally want. But traditionally, it's like a short crust pastry is what we end up doing. So quickly bring it together, roll it out, and baking it there. And then your filling, it's got to make sure it's got lots of flavour. So about the pastry itself, so all we need to do is literally take your butter, and there's different ways of all putting things together. And I just think, just get it all in there. Your sugar, and then start just bringing that together till it resembles basically breadcrumbs. Okay, is all that you need to do. So just keep bringing that together. Just with a spatula is fine. You can get your hands in there and get going and all the rest of it.
Patient with it so that it comes together nicely, right? Because you don't want to have like a whole blob of butter sitting there at the corner. You want to make sure it all comes together.
You really want to, get it in there. I'm like, pastry, just get it in, just get it going. Really, bring it together. And as you can see, it's starting to resemble breadcrumbs. I'm doing a sort of what we call a cutting action. And you cut. And that's sort of just bringing everything together. Again, you don't want to overwork this either, because the moment we start adding, water to it, we're obviously starting to develop the gluten. So be very careful with that there. So keep working that as you go, and now you get this lovely sort of breadcrumb kind of texture.
I hope you're watching and you're taking notes. And for everybody else who wants to get their hands on this recipe, can also send us an SMS. It is pie to 33728. Pie to 33728. We all love a good pie. And Tjaart is showing us how to make a special one with a twist for Valentine's Day. Sweet decadence.
A dash, absolutely. And then a dash of water. And what that's going to do now is going to start bringing that pastry together. All right, so you can see how that's starting to mush together, but I'm not going to carry on with that. Let's just put that to the side, but bring that together. It'll start sticking together and coming together just like that there.
Okay,
yep,
cool.
You got that.
What's next?
So that's done. So our filling. So we're obviously doing a wonderful berry version of a pie.
The nice dessert one.
Absolutely. All right, let's get you to do some work. If you can just start whisking as we can go. So corn flour. So what we're going to do is basically make a lovely slurry. So corn flour. Again, salt, because that's going to bring the flavour through, even though we're doing something sweet. A little sugar. So some caster sugar in there. A little squeeze of lemon juice.
And our caramel.
Vanilla. There we go, vanilla. There we go. Cool. And a little bit of water just to help that. So if you can just whisk all that together, that'll be great. So why I want to do that is you want to take that corn flour and break down any globules in it. So that's why you make that slurry first. And then what we've got is some lovely frozen berries. I mean, check out those little frozen berries. So again, you can use the fresh berries as well. And all you want to do is basically cook that up and get that lovely and soft. And then from there, you're gonna add it add that into there and mix all that together until you get a lovely big slurpy mess like that. So look how gorgeous that looks there.
What are some of the common mistakes that people make when they try to make a pie?
Well, the next big mistake that people make is that is not cold. They try and take this hot mixture, be it a meat filling, be it a veg filling, a fruit filling as we've got here, and they put it in and try and assemble it whilst it's hot. This must be cold.
Cold, guys.
Cardinal rule, guys.
It's got to be cold.
That's got to be cold, so very important. So from there is taking your pastry, which we've just lightly rolled out. Okay. And again, the thickness is also very important. Don't make it thick. You don't want the dreaded, it's always said, you know, the dreaded soggy bottom. So avoid that at all costs there. So make sure it is at a decent thickness. We just line some ramekins.
Okay.
And you can literally just cut out a couple of discs. You can line, I mean, remember this is full of butter as it is anyway, so you don't really have to sort of, you know, worry about that too much there. And all you need to do is just line it through there. Now, the great thing about this, I mean, you can really do like a Dr. 90210 kind of vibe. You know, it's like a little bit of patchwork. And you can just chase that dough all the way around. Absolutely. And then again, make sure it is even all the way through. And you know what? Let's just get organic. I mean, you're going to be working in the kitchen tonight, creating some stuff for your loved one, or you can do this together. This is such a fun way to do something together.
Surprise
and if you look how that
them,
comes together, absolutely.
Surprise them. Make it right now. Take it to the office for lunchtime. Win their heart again. Reignite the love and the passion. Be in the moment. Be in the spirit of Valentine's Day. SMS pie right now to 33728, and we'll send you an SMS with a link to the recipe, and of course all the ingredients will be included there as well.
Right.
So you've got your...
That goes in there, and do you want to cut us a hot if you don't mind?
Yes.
Come on, let's get all...
Lovey-dovey.
Lovey-dovey in the kitchen, and let's keep everybody happy and make it look beautiful. And, I mean, how's that? Let's just pop that on top of you. 1 heart, 2 hearts, 1 heart.
Let's do 2.
2.
Do you want 2? Do you want 1?
There we go. 1 heart like that. I mean, and you can bake that. Then pop that into your oven, 180 degrees. It's always a great temperature for baking. Until it's lovely and golden and done. But pastry, lovely and thin, and cold filling, done.
Make it with love as well. So that's pie to 33728. In case you missed any of the steps involved in making this, we'll send you an SMS with the recipe and the ingredients. Right now, though, we're going to take a break. Don't move too far from your TV.